Let's turn to Israel. The country today got its next president. His name is Isaac Herzog. He will be sworn in as the 11th president of Israel. Within hours, Israel could also get a new prime minister. The country's 2-year-long stalemate could end. So could Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's 12-year-long term in office. A leader long touted the kingmaker could become the new king. Sounds all too Shakespearean, doesn't it? Our next report breaks it down for you.
The clock is ticking on Israel, a country with a parliamentary system very similar to India. Israel has a prime minister who is the head of government and the leader of the majority party in parliament. Then there's a president who is the head of state. Israel's parliament is called the Knesset. It has 120 seats. To win a majority in the parliament and form the government, a party needs 61 seats. Benjamin Netanyahu's Likud party has 30 seats, the largest in the current parliament, but not enough to get the majority. Yair Lapid's Yesh Atid is the second largest party. It has 17 seats. Lapid is a former TV presenter, an amateur boxer and martial artist, and Netanyahu's current challenger. Lapid wants to unseat Bibi, but he does not have the numbers. In order to form a government, Lapid must form a coalition, and he is doing just that. Agreements are being signed with 7 parties across ideologies and views on Palestine. On the list is Defense Minister Benny Gantz's Blue and White Party, Gideon Saar's New Hope Party, Avigdor Lieberman's Yisrael Beitenu Party, and Mansour Abbas's United Arab List. The coalition got a boost over the weekend when Lapid won the support of Naftali Bennett. This man is a tech multimillionaire. He is 40 years old and is a former aide of Netanyahu, and proudly describes himself as more right-wing than Bibi. Naftali Bennett's Yamina party has 7 seats in the parliament, and with its support, the coalition now has 61 lawmakers in the Knesset. Just what it needs to form a government. A government of change is what it is promising. Its members are now ironing out portfolios, ministries and committees. Reports say there will be a rotational agreement for the Prime Minister, with Bennett starting at the helm, and Benny Gantz will remain the Defense Minister. Will the rotational system work? It's too early to say. The parties have little in common, and Israel has a history of not doing justice to the rotational agreement. But for the coalition to even have a shot at it, it must prove its numbers. Lapid and team have until midnight, which is 9 p.m. GMT and 2:30 a.m. IST. If it fails to win the vote of confidence, the Knesset will have 3 weeks to agree on a prime ministerial candidate. Failing that, Israel will go to polls for the 5th time in 2 years. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.